The Kennedy Center Honors, and I've covered many of these, has happened, sort of will happen in the future in this world that we're living in. It's a virtual event this year, and the honorees came to town over the last week or so as the whole thing was being put together.
I sang, ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around, ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, keep on walking, keep on talking, keep on singing, keep on swinging, gonna build a brand new world.
That's Joan Baez. She's one of the 43rd annual Kennedy Center Award honorees. She's, of course, the songwriter, singer, activist. Also, multi-disciplinary artist, choreographer, actress Debbie Allen, a violinist, Midori. Garth Brooks was honored, and Dick Van Dyke, that guy who is 95 years old, was honored. And so the way it's going to work this year, the Kennedy Center has filmed the tributes to these honorees all throughout the campus. So like on the roof, in the Opera House, in the basement, in the front yard, in the backyard, like all over. So we're not sure entirely who is going to be there to honor them. And that's been an interesting thing for them to be like sneaking celebrities in and out for the last week or so. But they brought all the honorees together. And my goodness.
But wait, hang on. We're going to get to see it on TV eventually.
Eventually, yeah. It'll be in June on CBS is when you can see it. Or you can go to the Kennedy Center's website, kennedy-center.org. That's why they were shooting these videos all around the campus, is to get people, to get the content to make it so that it could be put up. And you can buy tickets at kennedy-center.org. And they've got a lot of the like behind the scenes footage and that sort of thing. So where it has normally been like a show on CBS, this year you're going to have a lot more access if you would have like bought a ticket to watch it online, watch it on your screens.
Another silver lining.
Dick Van Dyke, though, 95 years old.
I just turned 95, so I'm happy to be anywhere. Because if I knew I was going to live this long, I would have taken better care of myself. I have no idea why I'm here, but I can't be more thrilled. I don't think anybody goes into entertainment to win an award, exactly. But, recognition from your peers is always a comfortable thing, kind of the icing on the cake. But this moment is, this is, Westminster Abbey. It's got the highest award. I can't believe it.
He's got the beard. He's got the whole thing. He's got like the cane, but he was very much like with it and going on.
He looks great.
And the press conference happened last Friday. Deborah Rutter, the president of the Kennedy Center, was sort of the moderator. People submitted questions ahead of time. But it was funny because Dick Van Dyke is kind of hard of hearing. And so as Deborah Rutter is like asking Debbie Allen something, Dick Van Dyke is like, I can't hear what you're saying.
He's 94, 95. He has the right to do that.
Totally. It's just kind of like pats him on the shoulder. And she's like, well, I was saying. So that was kind of hilarious. And Joan Baez, who we heard singing at the top of the segment, she sang that in the Oval Office. They did get to go and do a White House visit. They usually do a State Department visit. And she was talking about being an activist and a protest songwriter in her day. She was asked about the new generation of songwriters and if that like protest culture and if that activist culture is still strong.
I do think there are many writers out there writing meaningful songs. I think they have a difficulty finding a platform. I mean, what is a platform today? And so I would encourage young songwriters to be willing to take a risk and to move into the good trouble. And if somebody says why, I would say if you don't do that, you're missing all the fun.
I don't know if I agree with her on that one. I think today's artists have plenty of platforms to express their opinions.
That was something I was wondering, like,
I'm like, just take your pick of between TikTok to Twitter. They've got plenty of platforms.
I think Joan Baez should get on TikTok.
That would be incredible.
And Debbie Allen, my goodness, like what don't you know Debbie Allen from? She's been on Grey's Anatomy forever, been nominated for 20 Emmys, 2 Tonys, Golden Globe Award. Her younger sister is Felicia Rashad, who actually just became the dean at Howard University of the Fine Arts College. And I don't know if this is going to come up in her Kennedy Center Honors awarding, but she, at her dance school, taught Paula Abdul choreography.
That's very cool.
And they asked about, Shonda Rhimes, who's known for bringing so many voices and so many shows and so many things to people's living rooms, about Shonda Rhimes talking so favorably and lovingly about Debbie Allen.
She says, Debbie Allen was the first one. She was the leader.
That's quite a compliment. Thank you, Shonda Rhimes. Thank you. What can I say? It's a lot of work, many years of work, and that's what I do. I keep my hands on the plow.
I love it. And I also do appreciate that they got dressed up for the occasion.
Yeah.
Like that, they're not showing up in their yoga pants. They're putting on their finest clothes and did it like it was a, red carpet event.
One thing that came out of it too, Garth Brooks was asked, like, how are things different with like you and Trisha Yearwood, like doing streaming at home? And he's like, nothing. I do everything the same, whether it's a sold out arena or my living room. I was like, all right, Garth Brooks, way to go. So they did a bunch of these recordings. Small group of people were in attendance, like the high donors and all of that sort of thing. And then they're releasing the content throughout. And Garth Brooks, my goodness, he was asked because he performed at the inauguration. And he said he did it in service to his country. So one of the questions was about that and about serving his country and if he's going to continue to do that. And it was sort of a question that was like, I think it was a question that like was kind of trying to lead him down to a political answer. But what he said was just like, we need friends in low places, man. Check this out.
The truth is this, so politically, I stand with this. I believe in love. That's it. And I believe for the best person for the job, whatever that person is. And love is going to be a big thing to get my vote. So my thing is, if you ask, I'll be happy to serve this country. I don't get to do it in the honor that my father did as a former Marine, as my brothers did in the Air Force and in the Army. So this is my way to contribute. And if the call is, we're all kind of sending love. We're all kind of finding a way to, for me, there's a gap right now. We got to build that bridge. We got to. And the only way you're going to build a bridge is open these, probably shut this a little bit, and try and figure that out. Because I had a buddy, sorry, I know you didn't want this long-winded answer. We had a buddy that just got her citizenship, and we'd known her forever, didn't know she was a citizen. She got her citizenship, and so they ask you to come with them when they get their citizenship. And you're crying like a baby the whole time because there's things you totally forgot and taken for granted as a citizen. But when they do the Pledge of Allegiance, one word stands out. It's indivisible. Right now we're divided. Right now we need to fix that. So if my service is somehow getting to help that, because it's going to take every one of us, count me in.
I'll be streaming Garth Brooks music all day long today. That guy. Way to go, Garth Brooks.
It's good to see him back in DC.
You can catch the Kennedy Center Honor Special on CBS coming up in June.